I find it quite hard to believe how well this does everything that it does. It's very easy to think that you can buy a sports car, but you have to make a concession for it being very uncomfortable or rattling or being loud. Whereas if you buy a comfortable car, you have to sort of understand that it's not going to be very exciting to drive. This car changes all that for me and creates a brand new paradigm, because now I know that there is a car that exists that goes off-road like a Range Rover, that's as quiet as a 7 Series or an S-Class, and drives and holds the road like a 911. How is that even possible?
I'd come to the Porsche Experience Centre in Silverstone to find out. Here, I would hopefully learn more about every car they make, drive them all on the track and on the road, and take a closer look at the Macan S. The S sits in the middle of the price range of all the ones that are available, and that's why I was most curious. The 3-litre petrol, the 340 horsepower one that's reported to be the best driving SUV on the road. So what were my first impressions?
Well, like an idiot, I thought this was going to drive something like an Audi Q5, because they're sort of related a little bit, but it doesn't drive anything like one. And although it looks quite small from the outside, it actually feels extremely big in here. There's an enormous amount of space. Hello! Hello! I also notice how beautiful this steering is. This steering is set up for agility, yet ease.
And here it is now on the raining bit. Quick check on practicality there. Bit more skidding. Oh, and some checks on build quality.
Yep, passed.
Back on the pan, the instructor sat next to me. He did seem to be in awe at my driving wonderment and asked me where I'd learnt this advanced manoeuvring control. But I was like, mate, come on. We don't share stuff like that. This is business.
Trust me to like the most boring car of the day. Okay, so we've been out in the GT3, 911s, been out in all the Boxsters and all the race cars. Oh, and Howard likes the high up one that's quiet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33 buttons to play with, right? So you could learn one button a day, and for a month, this could be like a new car that you don't know anything about. Even if I don't publish it, I always like to find one thing that I would like to improve on, something that's a bit of a flaw, something that I can share in the comments as, well, you might want to consider that. But as far as I'm concerned, if I had £80,000 to spend on a car, I wouldn't go anywhere else than this. There isn't a single thing. And I mean, I'm picky. I mean, there are £80,000 cars that you can buy, and actually you wonder where the money's been spent. Here you can see and feel and hear it.
The best news is that you don't have to pay that price for one. They start from half that, to the limits that you set. Even better are the residuals, because they're so in demand they almost defy the laws of motoring economics. And whilst the options are expensive, well, maybe they're worth it. So I left Silverstone with a renewed respect for Porsche, and grateful that I got to experience one of the most remarkable production cars ever made.